Right, good morning, good evening, whenever you're watching this. Today, since I will not be in the morning, I thought we would finish going over this really quick. I'm gonna also email this to you. We did fill out the top part in class the other day, and we got all the way down to point of view. So when we talk about point of view, when we read the story Machimito, Machimanito, it is in the third person point of view. Um, it is a narrator from the outside reading the story. They use the words they quite often. So it is told from a different person's point of view. We do need to fill out the rest of this. If you have something different than I do, that is perfectly okay if it's similar. When we talk about the conflict, it's between two different areas of the book. They did talk about man versus nature, culture versus culture. The white culture and the Indian culture were very different. Man versus nature. Some of the Indians in the Machimanito reservation got very ill and passed. And there were certain ways they wanted to bury them, but the white culture wouldn't let them. The theme, remember Miss Morgan talked about this on Monday regarding the theme of what the theme of a story is. Again, this is another one that you may have something different. It is what you learned or what others may learn from the story. It's an overall, uh, theme. We all seek to survive even when times are hardest, which they did. We can look at the past and learn so our future is better. Remember at the end, he talks about how he looked back. He didn't realize what was going on and how intertwined his life was with some of the other characters until he had time to look back at the story and see how things were. And then the plot chart. So first you need to fill in the exposition, the setting, who were the characters. Oops, I realized I forgot to put some characters in here. Um, and then the conflict, which we kind of already talked about up there, internal and external. Then some events of the story, the way that it's kind of laid out. So the climax is kind of the way the Indians didn't survive because of the things that the white man brought in, like sickness and alcohol and things like that. They suffered a lot from alcoholism because they didn't know what it was. They didn't have that. Same with sickness. They didn't have a lot of the same diseases that the Europeans brought over, and because they weren't used to them, they were the ones that got severely sick, and their body couldn't fight them because they were new. They didn't know what they were, so several of the tribes suffered because of it. Falling action is as the government offers things and their land was taken from them. And then it all kind of resolves when he looks back at the events and can see how Fleur was weaved into his life and he can learn from the past. Okay. So you can pause this as you need to. You can go back and rewatch it as you need to. Make sure you have this one completely filled out if this is the one you want to choose. You will need to go in and submit. Show you where. So this is your English class. You will need to go to the plan and go right here to the analysis worksheets. And it says right there, submit all 4 of your analysis worksheets. So you should have 1 for each story, 4 total. So you need to upload all 4 files. And then right here in the comments, you tell Miss Borgen which one to grade. If it's the Machi Manito one that you feel is the most complete, tell her that's the one you want to grade. Make sure you attach all 4 and the Machi Manito and the one you wanted to grade, and then hit submit. If the Machi Manito is not the one you like the best, pick the one you like the best. Pick the one that you feel is the most complete. Okay? In the attachment, I have included a blank one of these in case you don't have it. If you have already started these and have them saved in your English folder, make sure those are the ones you submit, not a blank one. Okay? I also attached in the email, in case you haven't read the stories, I attached YouTube links for each of the stories in case you haven't read them. If you still need the author portion of it, if you're not going to do the Machi Manito one, you will need to go to the story worksheets and get the links for those videos that Miss Morgan is referring to right here. Those will be in your course. You can also watch the recordings of our class, and those will also help you fill out the worksheets to get them turned in as well. If you have questions, feel free to send me an email or reach out to Miss Borgen. She can also help you as well. All right, I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Bye-bye.